Now, as far as getting high, not every high is a good high. Sometimes there are bad highs.
Yeah.
Do you have a horror high story? A bad experience while you were high?
Yeah. One time when I came home and shit, just when I came home from upstate, it was like some shit called K2 that everybody was talking about and shit. Everybody was hype as shit about it. Like, yeah, you gotta fuck with the K2, bro. You can smoke it. You can be high like weed, but it ain't gonna show up in your piss and all that shit. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I fuck with weed, and I'm trying to see how I'm gonna finesse around parole and still getting high. You feel me? So I go fuck with the K2 one time. Somebody in my halfway house was selling it. So he telling me and shit, he give me 2 sticks and shit, like it's like rolled up in a joint. I seen him rolling it up and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. He going another pack and shit and put some shit together. I'm like, the fuck is that? He like, this the dummy pack. So I'm like, all right, I don't want none of the dummy pack shit. Like, give me some of that shit right there. He gave me that shit, man. He like, just smoke that shit with somebody and shit. Like, you don't want to be tripping this shit. I'm like, fuck you mean tripping? Like, I'm like, it's a weed high, so why I'm be tripping? I'm like, man, just listen, man. So I go smoke this shit by myself on some dumb shit, thinking this shit was a game. Man, that shit had me tripping out, man. I'm thinking I was about to die in that motherfucker. I started seeing white clouds and all this goofy shit. I'm thinking I was about to check. I started praying and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? I'm thinking I'm about to die in this bitch. So I'm just like, no, I'm cool over that shit. I went back to the bar. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I thought the nigga gave me some wet or some shit. I started tripping out on the nigga like, man, like, what the fuck you give me in that shit? Nigga like, what the fuck was that? He like, man, like I told you, like you just gotta smoke that shit on some regular shit, but you on some hype shit. So I'm like, man, I'm never fucking with that shit again. I just stick with the weed. Weed is all I need. I don't need nothing else, you feel me?